Hello everyone. So this one does not have a shelf because I'm done with the shelf. So I have this little ottoman full of Blu-rays that I'm just gonna go through. This is the last stack of Blu-rays that I have. This basically means I just got these Blu-rays. I'm rewatching them and I did not put them in the shelf yet. So before we start, I'll just show you quickly my Chucky dolls over there and my new bass guitar that I just got and my Fender. I know that's not related to this collection, but I'm a big music fan, so this is going to be a very random order, just like whatever I pick up. So the first one here is The Circle. Not a very good film. I read the book by Dave Eggers, I believe is his name. Yes. Not a good read, and then also not a great film. I'm just trying to pick something out here. Okay, not a great film either. It's just pretty disappointing. I like Emma Watson, but even she couldn't really save this film. These are my most recent pickups. Like I literally just got these a few days ago. So next one here is A Most Violent Year. Really great film. Great performances by both Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain. I forgot who directed this film, but he should probably make more things because this is a really good film. Recently, I sold my 2 copies of Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses for this Rob Zombie trilogy with a nice slip. The Three from Hell trilogy is what I call it. House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects is good. Three from Hell I did not like that much, but if they gave a steelbook with like the entire trilogy, I'm gonna get it as a completionist that I am. I did pick up Kong Skull Island, still sealed. Not a great film, but I'm looking forward to Kong versus Godzilla that they're going to do. The Kong parts of this film are okay, but I think it's not as interesting, not as good as like Peter Jackson's King Kong. A really good horror film that I picked up recently is Oculus with Karen Gillan. Say her name right, but this is a really good film. The Slip is quite nice. I want to see this during my Halloween marathon watch. This was a good horror as far as I can remember. Here's one I don't remember too well, but it has Saoirse Ronan from a few years ago, Hannah. I'm curious to check out the show. That's why I got this, because I might want to check out the show, but I want to watch the movie first. And she's obviously always a great actress. Hugo. The main reason I got this is because it came with a slip. Great Martin Scorsese film. Different type of film for him because this is not something that he normally does. But I remember this being pretty good. As I mentioned earlier, I got 2 copies of The French Connection by mistake. This is the one I'm going to get rid of because the other one has a nice cover. Green Book. Really good Farrelly. I forgot which Farrelly brother directed this, but I think he did a great job with this. I know a lot of people had a problem with this being Best Picture, but I thought it was great. I thought Mahershala Ali was great in this, yeah, as well as Viggo Mortensen. It's very rewatchable. This is a mini-series of The Miniaturist, which I'm currently reading, and I'm not done with it yet, but I do really like the book a lot, so I will watch this once it's over. The main reason I got this, Anya Taylor-Joy is in it, and the book is pretty good, so I'm just waiting to finish. I'll probably finish this weekend, and then I'll dive into this. I think this is just 2 movie-length episodes or something. Piranha, the first one. This is not the original. This is the 2010 version. Pretty over the top, but like a good, fun, campy time. And then the sequel, Piranha 3 Double D. I don't remember this one that well, but I remember it being more or less the same vein as the first one. I'm so glad that Paramount released Roman Holiday on Blu-ray. This was one of my films that I always wanted on Blu-ray, but it just never was out on Blu-ray. I love Audrey Hepburn in this. I think this is an amazing film. Amazing looking release as well. I just want to see if it has the same cover. Yes. Really great release. As soon as I heard about it, I pre-ordered it. No doubt. And another amazing release is Nosferatu. This is the original one. I know this has been remade a few times. Classic horror film. Just so good. I can't wait to dig into this month. This month I'm watching all these new horror pickups that I have. So like things like Nosferatu and Oculus are definitely going to get watched. Waves. When I saw this in theaters, I thought this was absolutely amazing. This is by the director of It Comes at Night, and he did a remarkable job with this film. Such amazing performances. First half is definitely better than the second half, but as an experience, this is just amazing. I mentioned earlier that I had the Grease yearbook edition, and then I upgraded to this steelbook, which was pretty cheap at Best Buy at the time. So it has Grease again, and then Grease 2, which I don't like that much, but I do like Michelle Pfeiffer, and Grease, the musical, the live one, with Julian Huff, which I thought was okay. Why not just get the full deal, right? The Love Witch, an amazing film here that's very stylish, very erotic, absolutely amazing. It looks wonderful, like it's shot so well. I don't know how technically I can describe how it's shot, but you need to watch this film. It says it's filmed in stunning 35mm with high lavish production and costume design. I agree. Great film. Double pack time, Death Race and Death Race 2. Death Race is pretty good. I like Jason Statham in that role. Death Race 2 I've never seen, so I can't really comment on that. Another one I've never seen, Sharon Stone in The Last Dance. You guys can let me know if that one is good. I'm looking forward to it because I like Sharon Stone. I think she's great. Here is a exclusive from a bootlegger, like a bootleg copy of I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This is obviously on Netflix with Jesse Buckley and Jesse Plemons. When I first saw this film, I didn't know what to think, but the more I thought about it, I thought it was amazing, and I absolutely love this film now. I cannot wait to rewatch this film. I'm Thinking of Ending Things. I want to read the book after I'm done with The Miniaturist as well, because I really like this film. It's not for everyone though. Time for a Western double pack, which is sealed. Unforgiven and The Outlaw Josie Wells. It's been a while since I've seen both, but I remember I really liked Outlaw Josie Wells, and I thought Unforgiven was pretty good. Clint Eastwood and Westerns, I mean, you can't beat it. Picked this up recently as well. Maltese Falcon, great film, one of Humphrey Bogart's best. Glad to have this in the collection. Just gonna move things to one side so I know what I'm doing. The King of Staten Island. This is a Judd Apatow new film by him. King of Staten Island is great. I thought it was funny. I'm not a fan of Pete Davidson. I think he is irritating at times, but I think he did a good job with this film, and this was actually pretty funny. A Paul Thomas Anderson classic is There Will Be Blood. Daniel Day-Lewis is absolutely great in this. This film is batshit crazy. It's a long film, but it's well worth the watch. I can't wait to rewatch this. Another Steelbook time, Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is brand new. Like, it just came out last week maybe. It's been a long time since I've seen this film, so I cannot comment on it, but this Halloween month I will definitely be revisiting this. It's a pretty nice steelbook. Another sealed copy right here. You know what, I went on a Goldie Hawn marathon recently on the Turner Classic TCM channel, and I watched a lot of her stuff. I think she was a great actress. They should release more of her stuff on Blu-ray. Overboard is a pretty good film. I like the original better than the remake. Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn, classic. Good comedy there. Love and Other Drugs. Picked this up used. Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway. I remember it being pretty good, but it's been a while. Another bootleg edition, Babysitter the Killer Queen. I have both editions, both Blu-rays. I have the other one somewhere else. It's coming soon, but I thought this was a good sequel to the first one. It might be a little better than the first one as well. I do have the hots for Bella Thorne as well, but this is a nice, bootleg release. I saw this recently on Netflix, We Some in the Darkness, and I loved it. I thought it was an amazing film with Alexandra Daddario and Amy Forsyth. She's in something else that I've seen, and she was good in that as well, but for some reason I just can't remember what that was right now. It'll come back to me, but this is a really good film. Johnny Knoxville's not in it that much, but he's in the film. Nice twist in this film, nice slipcover as well. Had to get that one. That's a good horror watch as well. Walk the Line, great James Mangold film with Joaquin Phoenix, Reese Witherspoon, both absolutely fantastic in it. I'm a moderate Johnny Cash fan, but this is a really good film. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I picked it up cheap with the slipcover. I mean, it was like $3 or something, so Jennifer Lawrence is pretty good in it. Not crazy about it. I will rewatch it this Halloween season. a sealed copy of The Outsiders. The novel was something I've watched as a child. I mean, I'm sorry, I've read as a child and I love it. The movie was pretty good as well. I think this is directed by Francis Ford. Yeah, it is. Francis Ford Coppola. This is a pretty good film. Time for a blind buy, but it's by one of my favorite directors, David Cronenberg. This is Shivers, sealed copies. Just released this one. I have not seen this film, but I can't wait to watch it. Got this one pretty cheap as well. I love the Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project is one of my favorite horror films of all time. Blair Witch, I hated it. I just felt like it kind of tried to play off the first one and didn't do it well. But I want to rewatch it and see if I like it more now. And I found it with a slipcover. Sometimes the slipcover is the deal. Hell or High Water, very well written film. Very well acted as well. Kind of like a modern Western heist type film. Like that one. Good cast as well. Paramount presents a copy of To Catch a Thief, which is not in my Alfred Hitchcock box set. Amazing film. Cary Grant, Grace Kelly. This is a really, really well-made film. I'm glad it got released. Paper Towns. I've been holding off on getting this for the longest time because I was looking for one with a slipcover, and finally I have found one with a slipcover, and this one opens up, which is so cool. That's why I wanted it, and I finally got it cheap with a slipcover. I'm very happy about that. Paper Towns is a pretty good film. Nice to see Cara Delevingne in the film as well. I wasn't the biggest fan of Garth Davis's follow-up to what's it called, Lion, but it reused Rooney Mara again, and I think she's great in this film. Good cast, not the greatest delivery, not a great film, but it came with the slip, which I enjoy. Slipcover sells sometimes. Now another teen movie, still sealed. Pretty good spoof type film, kind of like Scary Movie. Good one. Little Woman miniseries, kind of like The Miniaturist, a PBS series. I've seen this and I like it. It's just 3 episodes based on the book, follows it pretty well. Good film. I mean, good series. I Love You, Beth Cooper. It's been a while since I've seen this, but I like Hayden Panettiere, and this was cheap. Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, The Curse of the Black Pearl, the best one and the only one I want to own. Got it with this slipcover, so that's why I have it. The Happening, really divisive M. Night Shyamalan film. I was excited for this when it first came out, and then I watched it and I thought it was ridiculous, but it's kind of in the so bad it's so good category, so I've got it. A League of Their Own. I watched this recently this year and I really liked it. I'm not a baseball fan at all, but this film works for me. I think Gina Davis is great in it, and Tom Hanks's character as like kind of a rundown coach is pretty good. Triple pack time. Red Planet, 2010, the year we made Contact, and Contact. I got this mostly for Contact, which I think has an incredible opening sequence, and 2010, the year we made Contact, is a sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is good. Red Planet, I don't remember liking that film. Next up is an early Tom Cruise film, Cocktail, which I like. I like the soundtrack. It's kind of a stupid film, but I enjoy it. The Zookeeper's Wife, which is a really good film, harrowing film, hard to watch sometimes, but Jessica Chastain is really good on it, and I think it's based on a true story as well. True Grit, great Western. I know it's a remake. I've not seen the original. I actually can't remember if I've seen the original, but True Grit remake by the Coen Brothers is great. This introduced us to Haley Steinfeld, who became a star afterwards. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Amazing Tom Hanks performance, and I love this film because it's not really a biopic about Mr. Rogers, but more so how Mr. Rogers influences a journalist's life, and I think it was done very well. Really good film. My leg is getting a bit tired, so let me move a little bit. Okay, so Austin Powers trilogy, International Man of Mystery, Spy Who Shagged Me, and Goldmember. I have to rewatch these again. It's been a while, so I can't really comment on what I think is best from this one. I'm sorry, you can hear CNN in the background. They just had the debate, presidential debate, and I was watching it. Bad Times at the El Royale, great film, great cast. I think this film is pretty damn entertaining. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it was a long time coming for me to get this. This is a really good film. Now we have I talked about Ghost in the Shell earlier. This is the animated version, the original, with this amazing steelbook. I kind of like the live action version better, but this steelbook was too good to pass up. Horror Pack Original, Agoraphobia. I have not seen this. This is limited edition, so we'll see if it's good or not this October. Twilight Zone the movie. This is also a bootleg copy. Pretty good sketches as you've seen in the other videos. I love Twilight Zone. This first sketch where Vic Morrow, I think is his name, and the two young kids died. It's absolutely tragic. And then this was also in that Cursed Films documentary I was talking about earlier, which is definitely worth a watch. And just seeing how that happened, it was just a terrible thing. With John Landis involved as well. This is otherwise a good film. Transformers, which one is this? The Last Night, horrific film. I just wanted to complete the Transformers films, and I got them all on Steelbook. Very bad film, incomprehensible. I don't even know what was going on in this. This is just loud noise and explosion. Michael Bay film, basically. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I have the book. I read all three editions of it, like all three parts, and it was really good. I think this film could have been better. They could have used better stories, but the creations of the creatures was really good in this. I kind of wanted the steelbook, but it was expensive, so I'm happy to get it with the slip. And I got this really cheap. It was like $5 or something. Enter the Void. Really great film by Gaspar Noé because of the way it's shot. He has some type films that will infuriate other people, but I thought this was his best work. Things are just falling over now. Transporter 2, I mentioned earlier I have Transporter 1. I need to rewatch this before saying what I think about it, but I remember liking it. Spawn, I just picked this up recently. Pretty good old time comic book film. That's not great, but like kind of a guilty pleasure watch. Horror double feature, Children of the Corn, Hellraiser. I like both of them. Hellraiser, I'm not a big fan of the series, so I don't really care to get the rest, but the first one's good. Things are just gonna fall over here. All good things. Really good film about Robert Durst. I know there was a documentary about him on HBO. This one is the film based on that. Very interesting film. It's got Kirsten Dunst, who I love. Very interesting film. A good Ryan Gosling performance. Slipcover version of Into the Woods. Pretty good musical. I love Anna Kendrick. Nothing to write home about. Easy A. It's been a while since I've seen this, but I remember it being good. Emma Stone was great in it. Let's rewatch it and see. Happy Death Day. Pretty good film that takes that Groundhog Day formula and does well with it. Jessica Roth is good in this film. I did not like the sequel so much. Triple pack. Oh, more than a triple pack. 6-pack. Jason Statham 6-pack. So we got Wild Card, which was okay. Actually, no. Wild Card I have not seen. War, which was pretty good when I first saw it. I almost bought War again on Blu-ray. I just realized I have it in the 6-pack. I gotta get it together. The Bank Job, which I don't remember that well. Transporter 3, which was good for my memory. And Crank 2, which I like. Another horror pack film. I don't know if it's a horror pack original, but I've never seen this or heard of it. St. Agatha. I'll watch it this year. It looks like a foreign film, though. Contagion. Rewatched this earlier this year. This is so relevant. It feels like a documentary with COVID going on. Very well made Steven Soderbergh film, and it's sobering and kind of scary. Best horror film now. Another Paramount Pictures presents Ghost. So these open up, and I like showing them. Ghost is a good romantic film. Patrick Swayze, can't go wrong with that. Battle of the Sexes, great performances by Emma Stone and Steve Carell based on a true story. Tennis film, very good film. Emma Stone is fabulous in that film. Howard Stern's Private Parts, I watched this earlier this year. and I like the film. So they just released it on Blu-ray. I was like, I'll get it. Why not? Vivarium saw this, and this was just like a spooky, weird film. Bizarre, like kind of they live in a ideal dystopian neighborhood. It definitely could have been better. I think it falls apart near the end, and then you wonder like it could have been a way better film, but it's still a good watch. Swallow. Have not opened that one yet, but this is a great film as well. I've seen it recently with what's her name? Haley Bennett. Yeah, she's so good in this film. She has like an eating disorder, and it's actually a fantastic film. Quarantine. I'll tell you what. I've seen Wreck and I love Wreck. Quarantine is a good film because even though it's like a shot for shot remake, it's like an American remake. But Wreck is hard to find if it's not in the set, and I just want the first Wreck, so I got Quarantine. But the main reason I got Quarantine is to do like an A through Z stack of Blu-rays, and I don't have a Q title, so here we go. Here's that Q title. Another steelbook, Spartacus. This is the Stanley Kubrick film. This is not part of my box set, so I had to get it, and it came out with this nice steelbook. I'm a fan of the show. I like the movie enough, so there we go. Swordfish, pretty good film right here, and it's sealed, which is nice. I don't remember this that well, but I remember it's about hacking, and I need to rewatch it. Sometimes these old films that I watch back when I just started watching films, I give them all like high reviews, and then I think I like them, and then I rewatch them, and I'm like, no. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, a Ron Howard film with Jim Carrey. Pretty great film. Will be fun to watch during Christmas. I'm building up that Christmas collection. Hologram for the King. I read this book as well as The Circle by the same author. This lives up to the book. The book is amazing. The film lives up to it well enough, so I have no problems with that. Evil Dead remake. I have the original Evil Dead and the remake. The remake is pretty good. I'm not a fan of Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, so I won't be getting those. Artificial Intelligence. Steven Spielberg film, and I think it's like written or something by Stanley Kubrick, but or something like that. I feel like he had some type of role with this film, but pretty good film. Could have been better ended, but I like this film. I like these types of weird sci-fi films that Steven Spielberg does. Talladega Nights. I've seen this a few times. Pretty funny. Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly do well in this film. Will Ferrell had some great comedies in the past few years. Barbed Wire. I watched this film. I'm not a big fan of it, but I've been watching Baywatch recently, and Pamela Anderson, I love her on the show, so I just decided to get this, give her another chance. Give that film another chance. Searching. Amazing film that I saw in theaters whenever it came out in England. It's told straight through the camera. I mean, through like online measures, like through instant messaging or like text and such, like webcam. Amazing film. A lot of people don't talk about it, but amazing. This Is the End. Really self-aware comedy that kind of breaks barriers. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Great cast, great plot, such a good film. As I mentioned earlier, I have Malevolence 2. I've not seen 3, so hopefully it's good. I'll watch it during October. Amazing written film by Aaron Sorkin and directed by Danny Boyle. Michael Fassbender is fantastic in it. Amazing cast. This made me appreciate Aaron Sorkin as a screenwriter so much because I love that film. Ben Affleck 4-film collection. So it has The Town, which I have, Argo, The Accountant, and Live by Night. I wanted to get this for the other 2 Ben Affleck directed films, so it's Argo and Live by Night. I like Live by Night. This is still sealed as well, so Live by Night is pretty good, and Argo is great. The Accountant, I'm mixed on. It's not too bad. It has Anna Kendrick in it, so why not? Kingpin. Had to get this with this slipcover. I like this film a lot. It's Farrelly Brothers film about bowling. Really funny and entertaining. Everybody Wants Some. This was really cheap by Richard Linklater. Pretty good film. Kind of like modern day Dazed and Confused. Jaws. Fantastic Steven Spielberg film. One of the best horror films ever. Classic. One from the childhood. They came out with this 4K steelbook. Had to get it. Cruel Will, which is a horror pack limited edition. Have not seen it. We'll see it this upcoming month. Max Payne. I'm a big fan of Max Payne, the video game. The film does not live up, but it was cheap, so I'll give it a try again. I forgot I had that actually. A lot of these new films that I'm showing you, I forgot that I bought them because I just buy things in bulk. I have the original Machete, and now here's Machete Kills. Got this pretty cheap as well. Don't like it as much as the first one, but completing that collection. Here's a nice little sweet film with Rose Byrne and Ethan Hawke. I like this film a lot. Juliet Naked. It's so funny. Nice soundtrack. Really self-aware. Well written. Noah. I'm not the biggest fan of this film. Darren Aronofsky film. But I do like films based on historical biblical figures and such, so I have that. Building up that Christmas collection. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a wonderful film. Not much needs to be said about that. This is a classic Christmas film. The Rambo collection, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 through 4, all of them are good. First Blood is the best one, but the fifth one, I actually hated Last Blood. I'm not going to be getting that. This is a collection that I won't be completing. I've never seen this, but I've been watching Natalie Wood films recently, and I heard this is a good one. Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. And I believe Twilight Time went out of business, and this was part of their going away sale or whatever. Horror Pack Limited, Witch's Brew. Never heard of it, never seen it. Hopefully it's good. The Killer Inside Me. Seen this. Not a big fan of it. It was cheap, so I decided to get it. Here's The First Babysitter. Pretty good Netflix film. This is a bootleg copy. I think I like the second one better, but I'll rewatch both and see. Amazing film with Jesse Eisenberg and Mia Wasikowska, The Double. If you haven't seen this film, please watch it. It's so clever. Miami Vice, Michael Mann film. Not amazing, but pretty good. I do want to rewatch it though. See. Seven Psychopaths, pretty good film by the director of In Bruges. I like this film. This is a new Warner Brothers archive collection with Innocent Blood, Body Snatchers, The Hunger, and Wolfen. I got this mostly for The Hunger, which I like. I've seen Body Snatchers, which I thought was okay. I haven't seen the other two. I will watch them during October. Savages, pretty good. Actually, this is not that good. I think it's poorly acted, poorly written, but I have it. The 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon collection. I've not seen The Big Picture. I've not seen Trapped. I've not seen In the Cut. I've not seen Where the Truth Lies. I've seen Flatliners. I like it, and I like the Hollow Man. So I have it for those two, but I have to watch the rest. Great little double feature with Elizabeth and Elizabeth the Golden Age. Kate Blanchett's great in it. I don't know who directed this, but he did a good job with these two. This came in a horror pack. I am not certain I've ever heard of this film, so I don't know what it's about, but I'll watch it soon. This also came in a horror pack, and I hated this film. I thought this was an awful film. Not interested. The story is interesting, based on the true story of the band, but I thought this film wasn't good. The horror pack, they have to send me better stuff than that. Sleepaway Camp, amazing film. Got it for really cheap. The twist is fantastic. I wish I had the slipcover, but I know it's hard to find. Silence, a really good Martin Scorsese film. He's just a brilliant filmmaker, and this is another example of his brilliance. Great film. Long film, absorbing watch. Insidious Chapter 3, part of the horror pack. I don't like the Insidious sequel so much, but being that I have this now, I might have to just get two. I don't want The Last Key though. I don't like that film. What We Do in the Shadows, so clever. I've not seen the show. For some reason, I don't really want to watch the show, but the film is like a vampire mockumentary, and it's amazing. Double pack of Face Off and Snake Eyes. Face Off is just comic fun. It's amazing, and Snake Eyes is really good. It's a Brian De Palma film, which I like. Hollywoodland. This came out very recently. Pretty good story about George Reeves, the death of the original Superman, the guy who played Superman on TV. Good cast, good film. King of Comedy, another Martin Scorsese classic. Robert De Niro is amazing in this. There's a lot of influence from this and in Joker, if you haven't seen this, so you should watch that film. Super 8, pretty good J.J. Abrams film. Very Spielbergish. This also has a young Elle Fanning in it as well. Pretty good film. Stranger Things feels a lot like Super 8, and Super 8 also feels a lot like E.T. You know, it's all like this one world. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, amazing Criterion release. So glad I got it. I got it on that Barnes & Noble Criterion sale. This is a fantastic film. Date Night. I like the lenticular slip. This was only $3, and from my memory, this was a pretty good comedy. So, mostly got it for the slip though. Sometimes the slip cover sells if it's cheap enough. Escape Room. I was surprised by this film. I liked it. I thought it was well made, interesting. I'm not really on board with a sequel or like a series because I thought this was a good one-off, and the end of that film is clearly going towards a sequel series. 2122 Jump Street, brand new steelbook that just came out. Both are funny films. Both are interchangeably good for me. Hush with Gwyneth Paltrow. I like this film. I didn't know it was on Blu-ray, but I'm glad that I have it. I do want to rewatch that. Horror pack, double pack of Priest and Legion. I do not like either of these films, but you know, they give it to me in the horror pack. I'll rewatch it. Another horror pack film, Belko Experiment. It was okay when I first saw it. I'm not crazy about it, but horror pack gave it to me. So, The Gift, amazing film directed by Joel Edgerton. Great performances all around. Pretty unsettling performance by Joel Edgerton, but this is a great film. A Horror Pack 4K. This is my only outright 4K film. I mean, I have 4K steelbooks but the main reason I had them is because it's a steelbook. But I don't have any like 4Ks with this black cover. This is from Horror Pack. I don't have a 4K player, but you know they come with the Blu-ray, so that's fine. I'll watch that again. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies was okay. I recently got this Watchmen double feature because I'm a big fan of Watchmen, obviously. I've never seen the complete motion comic, but I have seen the Tales of the Black Freighter and Under the Hood, and they're okay. But I mostly want to check out this motion comic.
And show of hands who plans to vote for Donald Trump. 1, 2. So there you have it.
Gone with the Wind, classic film, 4 hours long. I will see if I want to rewatch this. This was a very absorbing watch the first time around, but we will see. It is a classic though. Bad Teacher. Of course, I love Cameron Diaz. This was only like $3, despite the fact that it says 29. I got it used for 3. And the slip cover is a little messed up, but I love Cameron Diaz. That's why I got it. Why did she retire? Cam. Oh, this is a